Hi everyone, my name is Janice. Welcome back to my channel. 1 egg, a pinch of salt, a pinch of ground black pepper. Whisk the egg thoroughly until it is completely smooth. Today we're making a really delicious dish, one of my family's absolute favorites. Watch this video all the way to the end. I'm sure you'll be impressed by the result. 1.1 pounds ground beef. Pour the whisked egg mixture directly over the ground beef. 1 white onion. Chop finely. Friends, let's get to know each other a little better. Even if you've commented before, tell me where you're watching. From what country, state, or city? I absolutely love looking up photos of your hometowns. It's so inspiring. It feels like I'm traveling and discovering all the beautiful places where you live. White onions are prized in kitchens worldwide for their crisp texture and mild, naturally sweet flavor. They are rich in vitamin C, prebiotic fiber, and powerful flavonoid antioxidants that support heart health. 1 tablespoon of butter. Let the butter gently melt across the surface of the warm skillet. Butter coats each piece of onion, preventing harsh scorching while enhancing subtle caramelized notes. Add the diced white onion into the melted butter. Spread the onions out evenly across the pan with a spatula. Let them sizzle gently and slowly soften. Sautéing onions over medium heat allows their natural sugars to coax out without burning. 3 cloves of garlic. Chop finely. Garlic is revered both as a culinary cornerstone and an ancient medicinal herb. It contains allicin, a bioactive sulfur compound renowned for antibacterial and immune-boosting properties. A fascinating culinary fact: letting chopped garlic rest for 10 minutes before cooking maximizes its beneficial allicin content. Finely mincing garlic allows its savory oils to disperse evenly through hot dishes. Add our freshly minced garlic to the softened onions in the skillet. Stir well to blend the garlic into the warm butter and onions. The fragrant aroma of garlic blooming in butter immediately fills the kitchen with warmth. Keep stirring for about a minute so the garlic releases flavor without turning bitter. 4 large potatoes. Place the whole, unpeeled potatoes directly into a large cooking pot. Pour cold water into the pot until the potatoes are completely submerged. One tablespoon of salt. Stir the water gently so the salt dissolves completely. Place the pot on the stove and bring it to a steady boil over medium-high heat. 1 carrot. Grate the carrot finely. Carrots are exceptionally rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts into essential vitamin A for vision and immune health. They also contain lutein and dietary fiber, which promote healthy digestion and glowing skin. Historically, carrots were originally purple and yellow. Sweet orange varieties were cultivated in 17th century Holland. Add the grated carrot into the skillet with the onions and garlic. Stir everything together thoroughly with your spatula. Look at that gorgeous, vibrant orange color combining with the softened onions. Continue sautéing until the grated carrots become tender and absorb all the butter and garlic aromatics. Transfer the warm sautéed vegetable mixture directly into the bowl with our minced meat. 1 bunch of fresh parsley. Place it on the cutting board and trim away the thick stems. Chop the parsley finely. Parsley is far more than a simple plate garnish. It is an antioxidant powerhouse loaded with vitamins K, C, and A. It provides natural flavonoids that combat inflammation and refresh the palate with a crisp, herbaceous lift. Ancient Greeks even wreathed athletic victors with wild parsley crowns as a symbol of celebration. Add the chopped parsley directly into our mixing bowl. 1 teaspoon of dried Italian herbs. 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika. Now, roll up your sleeves and mix everything thoroughly using your hands. Work the meat, sautéed aromatics, and fresh herbs together with firm, steady pressure. Kneading ground meat by hand helps extract proteins, which allows the filling to bind tightly together. This ensures our meat layers hold their structure beautifully while baking without falling apart. Continue massaging the mixture until it becomes completely uniform, cohesive, and lightly tacky. Our seasoned meat filling is now perfectly mixed and fragrant. Scoop up a generous spoonful of the seasoned meat mixture. Roll and press it firmly between your palms into a neat, round meatball patty. Take another portion with your spoon. Gently press and rotate it in your hands until smooth. Set each shaped meat portion carefully in the bowl. Repeat this process for all of our seasoned meat filling. Making individual portions beforehand makes the assembly steps super quick and organized. Each meat patty is packed with sweet carrots, caramelized onions, garlic, and fresh parsley. Shape the next portion smoothly. Press firmly so there are no air pockets inside. Just a couple more portions left to roll. Scoop up another spoonful. Roll it gently between your palms into a compact, round patty. Take the last bit of meat from the bowl. Scrape up all remaining seasoning and herbs. Roll it into our final meatball patty. All our meat patties are beautifully formed and ready to assemble. Let's check on our boiling potatoes. Pierce a potato with a fork to test for doneness. Remove them from the hot water and allow them to cool slightly. Place a boiled potato onto the cutting board. Slice the potato into thick, even rounds, about 1/2 inch thick. Potatoes contain substantial levels of potassium, vitamin B6, and resistant starch that supports metabolic balance. Keeping the skin intact retains dietary fiber and provides rustic structure during baking. Slice the second boiled potato into matching uniform rounds. Even slices guarantee that every bite of our baked casserole cooks to the same melt-in-your-mouth texture. Prepare a large rectangular baking dish. 1 tablespoon of melted butter. Using a silicone pastry brush, coat the bottom and inner sides of the dish evenly. Now begins the fun assembly. Place a potato slice at the end of the dish, followed by a seasoned meat patty. Add another potato slice, gently pressing it against the meat. Continue alternating potato slices and meat patties in an accordion fashion. Nestle another juicy meatball patty right against the potato. Press gently from both sides to keep the row snug and upright. This layered accordion arrangement allows heat to circulate evenly while keeping the meat juicy. Compact the row gently so everything stays aligned. Adjust the first row toward the side of the baking dish to leave room for the second row. Now, start building the second row right alongside the first. Alternate potato rounds with our savory meat patties just like before. Press each piece lightly so the layers support one another. Add another potato round, followed by another seasoned meatball patty. Finish the row with the remaining potato slices and meat patties. Gently press and snuggle all the pieces together. Both rows are now neatly arranged inside the baking dish. Adjust any loose slices so the casserole looks uniform and inviting. Look how gorgeous this layered pattern already appears. 2 eggs. 1 cup heavy cream. Pour the cream smoothly over the eggs. Take a whisk and blend the eggs and cream thoroughly together. Whisk until the mixture forms a smooth, pale, and velvety custard sauce. This rich cream and egg mixture will seep between the potato and meat layers as it bakes. It creates a luscious, tender texture and binds the entire casserole together. Whisk continuously until there are no streaks left and it is perfectly emulsified. Pour the creamy egg mixture evenly over the assembled potatoes and meat patties. Let the custard flow into every crevice and fill the base of the dish. 3.5 ounces cheese. Grate the block of cheese using the fine side of the grater. Semi-hard cheeses like Gouda, cheddar, or Monterey Jack melt into a creamy, golden blanket. As cheese bakes, its milk proteins and natural fats caramelize, producing rich umami aromas. Finely grating cheese ensures it melts rapidly and forms a beautifully unified crust. Grate the remaining piece right down to the board. Transfer the grated cheese into a separate bowl. Scrape all the cheese from the cutting board into the bowl. 1 bunch of fresh green onions. Place the scallions onto your cutting board. Slice through the white bulbs and green stems into delicate, thin rings. Green onions, or scallions, provide a mild, crisp onion flavor with a delightfully sweet finish. They are packed with vitamin K for bone health, vitamin C, and sulfurous phytochemicals that support overall vitality. Cultivated for over 4,000 years in Central Asia, green onions are essential in culinary traditions worldwide. Add all the sliced green onions directly into the bowl with our grated cheese. Take a fork and toss the cheese and green onions together thoroughly. Mixing them together ensures every bite of our topping has a balanced blend of gooey cheese and fresh scallion flavor. Stir gently until the green onions are evenly distributed throughout the cheese. The topping is all mixed and fragrant. Generously sprinkle the cheese and scallion mixture across the top of the potatoes and meat. Distribute it evenly so it blankets the entire length of the casserole. Press lightly with your fingers to settle the cheese into place. Look how incredible and colorful that looks. Bake in a preheated oven for 40 minutes. 1 orange bell pepper. Cut the pepper in half and remove the seeds and core. Slice each half into long strips. Then chop the strips into vibrant, bite-sized cubes. Orange bell peppers are renowned for their juicy sweetness, carrying more vitamin C than an orange. They are rich in carotenoids, like capsaicin and zeaxanthin, which protect eye health and promote cellular wellness. Because bell peppers lack capsaicin, they deliver all the antioxidant perks of peppers with zero heat. Transfer the diced orange bell pepper into a large salad bowl. 10 plum cherry tomatoes. Place a tomato onto the cutting board and slice it lengthwise in half. Then slice each half into neat wedges. Tomatoes are celebrated for their rich lycopene content, a potent antioxidant supporting cardiovascular health and sun defense. They are also high in potassium, folate, and vitamin C, imparting a refreshing, juicy balance to salads. Botanically speaking, tomatoes are berries. In 1893, the U.S. Supreme Court classified them as vegetables for tax purposes. Slice each cherry tomato into clean, slender wedges. Their juicy sweetness will marry beautifully with our crisp bell peppers. Cherry plum tomatoes hold their shape exceptionally well when tossed with salad dressings. Transfer the sliced tomatoes directly into our salad bowl with the bell peppers. 1 red onion. Slice it into delicate, thin half rings. Red onions are famous for their bold purple hue and sharp, peppery punch that mellows pleasantly when dressed. They are dense with anthocyanin pigments and quercetin, a powerful anti-inflammatory antioxidant that aids circulation. In ancient Egypt, onions were revered as symbols of eternity due to their concentric rings. Slicing red onions thinly allows them to absorb dressing quickly while keeping a crisp bite. Add the sliced red onion into the salad bowl. 5.3 ounces feta cheese. Place the block of feta on your cutting board. Slice it lengthwise into thick slabs. Then cut across into bite-sized cubes. Feta cheese adds a wonderful, salty, briny creaminess that elevates fresh Mediterranean salads. Add the cubed feta cheese on top of the vegetables in the bowl. 1 small bunch of fresh parsley. Trim off the tough lower stems. Chop the leaves finely on your board. Fresh parsley brings an aromatic brightness that ties all the salad components together. Sprinkle the fresh parsley over the salad ingredients. Look at the wonderful rainbow of colors in our bowl. 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. 1 teaspoon of whole grain mustard. 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. 1 teaspoon of dried Italian oregano. Half a teaspoon of thyme. Take a spoon and mix the dressing vigorously until it is fully emulsified. Whole grain mustard adds a delightful tang and helps emulsify the lemon juice and olive oil. Stir until the vinaigrette turns thick, glossy, and fragrant. The dressing is all ready. Pour the dressing generously over all the colorful salad ingredients. 3.5 ounces olives. A pinch of salt. Using 2 large spoons, toss the salad gently from bottom to top. Make sure every piece of tomato, bell pepper, feta, and olive is coated in that zesty dressing. Toss carefully so the delicate feta cheese cubes stay intact while mingling with the herbs. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Look at our potato and meatball casserole, baked to bubbling golden perfection. The cheese and scallion crust is deliciously browned and sizzling hot. Transfer the hot, savory portion onto a clean serving plate. Spoon a generous serving of our refreshing Mediterranean salad right alongside. What an absolute masterpiece of color, aroma, and comforting texture. Friends, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you like this video, please give it a like. That's the best reward for my work. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Enjoy your meal. See you in the next videos and take care.